parents. Here I come again with another important topic which is going to be highly beneficial to each and every parent who is watching. Every now and then when I meet parents, when I conduct my webinars, when I have my trainings with them, often every parent have a struggling question. Okay, what is the question is, how can I create an interest in my child to make him learn? So how can I create interest in engaging my child? So there is a question of always, how can I engage my child? How can I make him learn? How can I make him study? How can I bring interest in him to make him study continuously? So but to them, I cannot directly answer in one word, two word, giving some tips and suggestions. So here I am coming up with a series of videos. Today we will be watching the part 1 video with 3 important pointers, which right now after seeing this video, you can just go on and implement it at home. Okay, so what is that we are going to see? So 3 important points wherein which you can create interest in your child from the basic, and you can continuously go forward towards it by increasing the curve. So what could be the fundamental 3 important points? The first point I would ask you to do is, ask you to keep in mind is something called prepare the mind. Okay, prepare the mind of whom? Prepare the mind of both the parent as well as the child. Okay, prepare the mind. Okay, prepare the mind means, for example, today you want to do something very constructively with your child and you want to do an activity with the child. So moment when a parent wants to do, what they do, they run to the child, come, let's do this activity, or let's learn this activity, or write this activity. I don't want you to do that at all. First, prepare your mind that I am going to offer my child something new to learn. Okay, first you will prepare your mind. Okay, I want to make him learn today. So what am I going to do for that? So first you are preparing your mind. This next process is moving down and preparing the mind of the child. How would you do that? By creating curiosity. How would you create a curiosity in your child? Just by asking simple questions and increasing the love to learn. So what is that curiosity? Would you like to learn something new today? Or would you like to explore something new today? Would you like to know something surprisingly? I have kept it for you. Would you like to see it today, touch it today, want to know more about it today? So what am I doing is, now I am increasing the curiosity of the child to know something, whether it is been from a book or from an object or from anything, but I am increasing the curiosity by asking questions 2, 3, 4 times in a span of 2 hours, 3 hours a day. So now I have prepared the mind of the child by building the curiosity. Moving to the next process. What would be the next process? Next process is, allow the children to choose to do that activity. The second powerful process. Okay, first I have only increased the curiosity. I have not asked him to do the activity. Now I'm asking the next question to the child. From the zone of creating curiosity, I am now allowing the child to choose to do that activity. I told you, no, shall we do that activity? Do you want to learn something new today? Would you like to do it now? Would you like to do it? Now the child says yes or no. Whatever be it, just respect that. Say yes or no, it's okay. Again repeat the same question. Again repeat the same question. In a span of another 2-3 hours, you will get the answer yes from the child. Now what you are doing is allowing the children to choose to do that activity by taking consent from him. You are not taking the consent on your own. You are taking the consent from the child. Second important tool. The third important tool which I am going to tell you is, prepare the environment. So preparing the environment means what? Preparing the environment means, for suppose you have already prepared your mind to do one activity. So for that activity you might require some books, some papers, some objects, or whatever be it, you might require something. Keep it at one place. Make sure all the necessary things required for that particular activity be in that place. Okay, so when the child moment chooses to do that activity, you can bring the child to that place and sit there and do that activity, be it a pencil, paper, crayons, whatever be it. Let the environment be prepared and in support of doing that activity. So I told you these 3 things. First, prepare the mind, your mind. Now move towards prepare the child by asking curiosity, I mean questions which brings up the curiosity so that the child wants to know more, The next, you are allowing the child to choose to do that activity, now allowing the children to decide that activity. Now when you allow the children to choose that activity, what it happens, subconsciously the mind accepts to do that activity, and the body, the mind and the communication, every part of the body of the child wants to cooperate with what it has said. It has committed to do an activity. No? Now every part of the body of the child will start to cooperate unconsciously. This is another powerful thing which most of the parents eradicate itself completely. They rule out the process of asking the question whether they want to learn. Okay, they don't even want to give that option. They just want to dominate the child. Come and do that activity. This, you will eradicate this process. Third process is preparation of environment. Most of the time when the parents sit for the activity, then only they'll ask the child to bring that, bring this, or they go and bring that or this. So what here happens is the process of learning or exploration, which has to go with the flow, is highly disturbed because of the process has not been arranged properly. So when the process is not arranged properly, the brain will lose its flow of activities which it is doing on its own. So for this, since the children below 10 years especially, they want an environment which is highly prepared, which is highly focused towards doing that activity and not bringing in things to do that activities. So keep in mind these three things. One is prepare your mind, bring out the curiosity in the child by preparing their mind, allow them to choose that activity. Third is preparing the environment. This is the part 1 video of creating interest in the child. So I'm just moving on to the next zone of what would be the part 2. So part 2 could be something, I never use the term learn, study, write, read. I directly don't go into that actionable process of learning, studying, reading and writing. I don't want to use that term because highly all these terminologies has got some kind of stressful vibration attached to it. The moment I tell the word come let's learn, so every parent or every people surrounding them, oh, you're making the child to learn even during holidays, why are you stressing the child? Everybody in the environment has created some kind of stressful alibi around this study, learn, read, write. So I highly just don't recommend those types of words to be used. So what I want you to do is, I want the parents to use the word explore. Do you want to explore something new today? Do you want to find something new today? Do you want to know some information about so and so animal, so and so concept? Do you want to know about something new today? So what I'm doing is I'm altering every word with a better possible vibration so that the environmental people don't disturb the child or disturb you from doing the activity with the child. So part 2, what it is going to be? The part 2 is going to start with the process of exploration, and exploration not from the books, explorations from something else. What could be that something else? Wait on, watch it for the next video. In part 2, I'm going to give you one powerful single tip or one powerful single tool, which we can call it. That tool can change the complete scenario of creating interest in your child. Okay, so first we have done with the basics. Now we are going with the advanced level, which is going to be the part 2. Stay tuned. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will be coming up again with our part 2 video of how to create interest in your child, to learn more, to read more, to write more. Okay, thanking you.